If you are as excited for New Comic Book Day as I am, you are in the right place. Happy New Comic Book Day, everybody. It is Wednesday. Welcome to the ComicManAndy Comic Cave and Comic Dojo. We've got a nice little stack of books, to go over today. We're going to hop into these books right away, right now, get through these books. Then we're going to hit up you guys in the chat to find out what your pick of the week was for your favorite read. And we are on the countdown. Saga. Next Wednesday, Saga is back. And if you can't feel my goosebumps coming through the camera right now, then holy shit, you're going to feel them next Wednesday. We're going to get into these books. We're not going to wait. It is Wednesday, and I'm happy to be here and hope you guys are too. Thanks for viewing this. Thanks for showing up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Kick that notification bell. And remember, super chats, super stickers, everything done through the channel is donated to the Mission 22. So that goes to a good cause. So thank you to anybody that does that this evening. And we are rolling right. There are no DC books. Don Davis, you're not here at the moment. That's okay. There are no DC books this week at all. We're jumping right into Marvel. And we have Villains for Hire, Devil's Reign. I didn't really think about it. But when I said, yeah, go ahead and throw Devil's Reign on my pull list, when you ask for that, that means that you get the tie-ins, the crossovers, the one-shots, and everything. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I probably should be a little bit more descriptive, but I'm going to take these. I ordered them. I'm going to read them, and Devil's Reign's been good so far, so hopefully these one-shots and the tie-ins are good too. But that hits the reading list for tonight. We made time to read books, and you guys, I hope you guys are excited for the books that we were able to grab, because I'm excited to talk about the books we were able to read too. Speaking of Devil's Reign, I have not been buying X-Men titles, and I had no idea that they were going to do a crossover with X-Men. Okay. We'll check it out. But I hope this doesn't turn into a thing again. You know what I mean? Marvel, you're killing me. Marvel, you're killing me, Smalls. Hope it doesn't turn into another thing. So there's the first two books from Marvel. Still with Marvel, Silver Surfer Rebirth #1. I don't remember ordering this, but I'm glad I did if I did. And if I didn't order it, thank you to the awesome crew at my LCS for tossing this in. I'm excited to read this. I absolutely love the cover, and I like the callback to the original Marvel logo and the it's not the trade dress really, but I mean, you know what I mean, the Marvel logo and the price up in the upper get my bearings here, left corner if you're looking at the cover. Super excited to dig into that, and that is a Mars and Lim creation. So looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. And speaking of Marvel books, Silk #1. I was pleasantly surprised. I actually did get to sit down and read this one, and I enjoyed it, and I would kind of give it like a run-of-the-mill like B or B-. It doesn't knock my socks off. It doesn't blow my skirt up, or kilt, I should say. It doesn't blow my kilt up, but it's kind of what I expected. But I kind of feel like if they're not going to deliver like amazing death blows of reading for Silk, I feel like they're just kind of keeping Silk treading water, keeping Silk relevant, or kind of in discussion. I mean, you guys remember they just recently finished a mini series with Silk not long ago, and maybe they were testing the waters to see how it would do, and it did well. And here they are coming back with another series. I have not fully deep dived into why they've brought this one back. It's essentially this one picks up just several months after the miniseries, and that miniseries was fun. It was good. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't like gangbusters. It wasn't like dynamite going off as far as a read, but I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging this character, and obviously I want to see what's going to happen because Sony's been in development for the a TV show for Silk, and I want to stay in the kind of know and kind of see what's going to go on and what's going to happen with this. So if you're a Spider-Man fan, or if you're a fan of Silk, you're going to want to read it. You're not going to want to just leave it behind. You're going to want to check it out, whether you pick up a physical copy or a digital copy. You're going to want to read this. If you're not really a Spider-Man fan and you don't really feel yourself drawn to Silk, I would probably pass this one by. But we grabbed it. We read it. Like I said, I'd give it a good average B. B minus maybe. Still with Marvel. It's another Star Wars week with dual titles coming out. Star Wars The High Republic. Now, I'm digging the green and the red on the cover, but I feel like Star Wars covers have just kind of gotten bland. Colors are good, but I don't know. Let's get to the next one. Cover A is just, this is kind of bland for a cover A, in my opinion. We'll get to the variant here right now, because speaking of bland, this one is it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. A little bit. I mean, I don't know what to even say. I just got to stop buying Star Wars books. For the love of God, I have to stop buying Star Wars books, and I can't. I can't, because I'm eventually reading all of them, getting caught up. Then the time that you stop buying Star Wars books is the time you miss the first appearance, or you miss something, and then you're gonna kick yourself. In one way or the other, you're paying the money. Either you're paying for all the issues that you don't want to collect and keep, and you're collecting a whole run, or you're paying the upcharge on the secondary market for the issue or two that you do want. So I'm kind of feeling like I'm trapped either way. Either grab them all, collect them all, got to collect them all, or you kind of sit out and wait and see what happens and grab what you want later if you're collecting keys. I've been enjoying the reads. I'm going to continue to enjoy the reads, so that's kind of where I'm going to land at. But I'm probably going to remind myself, for the love of God, Andy, cut back to cover A's. I don't need all the variants, and I don't need all the ratio variants. Speaking of ratio variants, like Rob's Fat Stack of Comics said, the 125 was okay. The 125 was pretty decent. I liked it. Just not sure how it fits in, because I didn't read this tonight. I need to, and I need to get caught up on the series, and I'm not sure how this fits into the story. But I'm kind of excited to see how it fits into the story. Right? They're not going to put a main cover, a 1 in 25 cover item or thing on the cover that's not in the story, right? They shouldn't. So that's it for Marvel books. That's a pretty Marvel heavy week. Once again, for everybody showing up, we're going through the books, and then we're going to hit up the chat here right after. Now we are on to Image and Primordial. For the love of God, you guys remember the commercials back in the 80s and the 90s about, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs, and there's an egg in the frying pan. This is exactly what my brain feels like the second I open this book up and read like the first 3 pages. This is a mind bender for me. I can't remember. Oh my God. I like blacked out and like lost all memory and realized I got to go back and read the last issue, at least at a minimum, and find out what the hell happened. Like, were they on a break for a month, or what happened that in the span of 4 weeks? Good. This is good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying this isn't good. I'm saying this is good. It's good in a way that it really scrambles your brain, like that fried egg in that pan from that commercial. And it's just turning into one of those layered reads that I gotta make sure that I'm spun up right before I read this issue. So there it is. Primordial number 5 is out. Now, sticking with Image, you gave up on Star Wars a while ago. Josh says I should too. Time Before Time. Speaking of giving up, Time Before Time number 9 is out. I love this cover. I love the blues. But Time Before Time is one that I've kind of given up on trying to stay current with on the read, because it's been so layered and been so bouncy. It's been very bouncy around, back and forth. I think I'm just going to make sure I read this all in one trade, or in one shot. I'll just pull all the issues out and get it, because the span between issues is too much for my brain to cope with all of the time hopping. Declan Shelby is doing a good job with this, but it's the way it's paced I'm having a hard time with. So, like I said, speaking of giving up, I'm giving up on trying to stay current on Time Before Time, but I'm still picking up the issues. Speaking of still picking up the issues, The Walking Dead Deluxe is out again with this fantastic Michonne cover, and things have been grim and dark for Michonne and Rick. and Rick is on the mend, and Michonne gets a bit of revenge. This is an issue to not miss. I love this issue. I love this chunk of The Walking Dead because it really, really opens the reader up to this isn't necessarily a tale about zombies. This is a tale about human beings and how we are the Walking Dead. And this is a fantastic, fantastic chunk of The Walking Dead. So that sits right there and goes right into its own. I got my own little short box for the Walking Dead Deluxe series because I know I'm going to fill the dang thing. They're reprinting every single issue. I'm going to need 2 short boxes, I think, actually, now that you mention it. And next up, we are moving on from Image onto IDW. Interesting because I'm not staying current on the read. Teenage Mutant Punk Frogs. It'll be interesting to see what's going down here because I'm not actually staying current on this read either. This is one of those reads where we're piling it up, setting it aside so that I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it kind of situations. And my hope is that C. Woodard 19 and I are able to get back together for Turtle Tuesdays and sit down and get caught up on this read as it continues to come out. Now, speaking of getting caught up and speaking of things you're not expecting, like Teenage Mutant Punk Frogs, we talked a little bit about this last night on Comic News Weekly. Star Wars The High Republic Adventures Galactic Bake Off Spectacular. If this isn't another warning sign to stop buying Star Wars books, I don't know what is. Galactic Bake Off Spectacular. I mean, what? Am I looking for the first appearance of Guy Fieri in the Star Wars title? Diners, drive-ins, and I just... Why? I don't get it. Why? And then why did I ordered it. I'm going to pay for it. But for the love of God, like, why? I don't know why. Moving right along, we are still with IDW, and we are with Canto 3, Lionhearted number 5, with this fantastic Drew Zucker. My cover pick of the week, right here, the cover A, this Drew Zucker cover with a Stone's, if I remember correctly, it's pronounced a stone. Correct me if I'm wrong, Drew and David Embour, if you guys are watching this, correct me. But Astor's colors here are absolutely phenomenal on this cover, and Drew killed it. Canto was a good read, and for the love of God, the battle begins. And if you are a Canto fan and you've been reading along, this is an issue to not miss. Do not miss this issue. And speaking of not missing a single issue, we definitely have the 1 in 10 retailer incentive as well. We've been ordering that all along, and we have not been missing any of the retailer incentives or other additional incentives that we've been dropping. Jaywalker says, say, huh? Last book up. And then we're going to hit up the chat here. Last book up for comic. Wait, what? Wednesday's going to Wednesday so hard this week. Last book up for New Comic Book Day this Wednesday is Apache Delivery Service number 1, the second print. I have been pleasantly surprised by this book. I didn't know what to think when I first picked it up. I'll get there, Daywalker. I'll get there. Apache Delivery Service number 1. This is the second print. I liked this read a lot more than I thought I would. I thought it was going to kind of just be a rehashing of another tale, and it's not. The ending throws a little bit of a twist on it that intrigues me quite a bit, and I look forward to issue 2. But here's the second printing. This is a phenomenal, phenomenal cover. I love this. There were only a couple at my LCS. I can't imagine this was printed very heavily. Matt Kint and Tyler Jenkins are doing a fantastic job with this piece of work right here. I'm digging it. I really am digging it. And the interior art isn't what I first expected, but I'm liking it and I'm comfortable with it. I'm enjoying this. I really am. So I'm glad I picked up the second print. I've got the first print cover A and the first print cover B set aside as well. So that's New Comic Book Day Wednesday. That's all we picked up. And we are going to hit up this chat and we're going to talk about some of the books that we weren't able to get or some of the books that we chose not to get here for about another 10 minutes. Then we're going to call it a night and we are going to get on with Wednesday and into Thursday because there's a lot happening this week. So let's say hi to everybody in the chat tonight. White Tiger, cool, calm, collected. Ruben Guzman, what is good, man? Thanks for being here. I love that image, that Betty White, White Ranger image right there. That is awesome. Paul Dunn is in the chat. Hey, Paul, good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Lots of hot books right off the bat this week. I agree. So hot that some of those were gone by the time I get there. What did you pick up, man? Absolutely. Strange Academy 15 Day Walker said, I didn't see it anywhere on my LCS's wall. Was that a key? Did something happen? I don't know, but like I didn't see Strange Academy 15 on the LCS's wall at all this week or today. Didn't see it at all. Now, granted, I have not been reading and staying up on that, but that issue 15 cover we talked about on Comics News Weekly last night, and it was a great looking cover. So my eye was out. I was looking for it. I didn't see it though. Zuni with a little fist bump action for Wednesday. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, Zuni. Always appreciate all of each and every one of you, especially Zuni and Come On Mama. Who else we have here hanging out? Josh, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Howdy, y'all. Holy moly, so many people in the chat. Mark, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Hope you're feeling better. Rob's Fat Stack of Comics, the 1 in 25 was okay. He's talking about the Star Wars High Republic, and I do agree that 1 in 25 was okay. Who else we got here hanging out? My Kickstarter for Time Before Time was damaged. They said they'd ship a replacement. It never came. Ooh, that is unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate. Hopefully they hooked you up in a different way, at least, considering you supported their campaign. Yeah, I'm not doing that title. Yeah, I know. It's talking about Star Wars. I need to cut back. Straight up money grab from Star Wars, Josh says. Yeah, you guys aren't wrong. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like still kind of chasing Star Wars stuff, man. Canto is on fire. I agree. Canto was a fantastic read this week. I really am in love with that Drew Zucker cover. That Drew's cover is phenomenal, and the colors from a stone are phenomenal as well. Moon Knight #7 cover B, non-existent today. Non-existent. Cover A, there were a couple of copies left when I got there, but because I missed issue 5 and 6, I didn't pick up 7. I might regret that, but with all the Moon Knight heat going on, the variants are non-existent. I think the variants sold out in the first 10 minutes of most LCS's opening this morning. Seriously. The Raza variant was gone. Like phenomenal cover, but gone. Gone unless you pre-ordered that. No Hulk 3 or Venom 4. So Hulk, I'm not picking up. I've heard too many things from people about Hulk being absolute garbage, and I don't know. I have to be selective about what I pick up, but not necessarily because of anything but time. Anything but time. I mean, I'm already only able to read about half of what I'm picking up on every Wednesday. On Wednesday, and then I'm trying to make time Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to read the rest of stuff to try to get caught up, and it's just not happening. So I'm being selective about what I pick up. So Hulk 3, based on what I'm hearing from the community, I'm not picking up. Venom 4, I almost bought everything that was left because they had that phenomenal ASM 300 homage that was all black. The reason why I didn't grab any, they all had damages. They all had damages. I don't know if it was Random House again with shipping issues, but all of the spines you could see were white. Like, if I'm buying 10 copies of that book, it's because I'm sending it to CGC chasing a 9.8. I didn't feel like any of those books had a really solid chance at a 9.8. I felt like they were borderline 9.6, borderline 9.8. I'm not going to invest $30, $40, $50, $60 into a single book with multiple copies and then invest $400 or $500 in grading on a maybe. I'm not interested. I mean, I'm going to read Venom digitally. I honestly, that's where I'm going to be with Venom. Is I'm just going to read that digitally. Didn't know a second print came in. He's talking about the Apache delivery service. The second print for #1 did come in, and I think that's my favorite cover out of the group, actually. First gas lamp. Paul, are you talking about Venom 4 first gas lamp? I don't know. Let me hit me up. I maybe I've gotten the covers or the titles swapped up. They didn't get any in by what I heard. Oh, really? Okay. That's interesting that they got shorted or something didn't get delivered or something. I'm behind on reading that. Yep. First full and cover gas lamp. What title are we talking about again here? Strange Academy. Okay, yes, the gas lamp. Okay, so that's why It's been a hot book this week, and apparently our LCS didn't get it. Josh and I frequent the same couple of LCSs in the area, so if Josh wasn't able to get any, and I showed up, 6-7 hours later, then I wasn't able to get any either. Yep, you're behind on reading that, but books have been released different weeks lately. Can't tell if it's Diamond. That's actually a really good point. Or if it's Penguin, Strange Academy, Gaslamp. So that's New Comic Book Day. Those are the books that we picked up. I'm happy with what we got. We've got some great reading behind us, and we got some great reading ahead of us. We're going to call it an easy night tonight and close out. Have everybody watch the replay. Remember that all super chats and super stickers are donated to the Mission 22, powered by the Till Valhalla Project, and we are working to donate the channel monetization to a good cause. So please, for anybody that is actually making those donations, know that it's going to charity, and we will do a big party when we're able to make that first withdraw and donation to that. Newbie Comics, what is up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. We're closing out. We're cutting the show a little bit short. Zuni, yes, thank you very much. For some reason, StreamYard doesn't show the emojis. But once again, the reason why I bring that up, the channel monetization and the super stickers and the super chats, is Google actually sent a notice that they're going to be deactivating the monetization, or deactivating the AdSense account for this YouTube channel due to inactivity. So I'm kind of panicking. I made the commitment to donate all that money, and I don't know what happens if they deactivate it and all that money's stuck in there. And I am at the point of telling the CEO of the Comic Dojo to do super chat tonight on tonight's show, and it's not coming through, and I don't know what's going on. So, like, hun, kick that super chat through and reactivate that account and keep it from getting seized up or whatever. Because the goal for 2022 is to donate the channel monetization to Mission 22 for that good cause. And if you don't know who they are, click the link down below to check them out. The Mission 22, powered by the Till Valhalla Project. You guys see me wear the shirts each and every day. Like, I'm not wearing the same shirt. Trust me. I've purchased 8, 9, 10 different shirts so that I'm not wearing the same shirt or the same hoodie every time. But the Till Valhalla Project was kind enough to send us another box load of stickers to send out with the whatnot packages when we pack them and ship them, and for giveaways that we do. Didn't you turn off ads? It's not that I turned off ads, is that I've made a choice to run the live shows with no ads. Does that mean people aren't able to donate if I don't have it monetized? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Do I have to have the monetization on before? That might be it. Could be part of it. Paul Dunn says, interesting. I made a choice maybe a month or two ago to leave monetization off until after the live show is done, so kind of to reward all the people that are watching live on a regular basis so they don't have to watch ads. I think I made a boo-boo. Uh-oh. So that means right now, while we're live, it won't work because of the fact that monetization isn't turned on. ComicManAndy made a boo-boo this entire time, not realizing that I was working to reward everybody that hangs out on a week to not have to watch ads, and then I turn on monetization after the live feed is done, so that once it's done and posted and people catch the replay, then the ads are there. Oh, no. We are going to go live here in like 5 minutes after this show is done for a hangout. I have a glass of water sitting here. I'll take a sip for every monetization or every super chat that comes in. Okay. Stay tuned. Look for the alert. And if you don't see the alert, just keep hitting refresh on the page. Oh my Lord, you guys have taught me something important tonight. I done goofed so hard thinking, all right, you guys know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go piggies out. I'm going to catch you on the flip side for the next one. And remember, this connective tissue that comics is fantastic, right? But the most fantastic part are all of you each and every day coming back and supporting the community and talking about comic books and educating me on how I'm a doofus and completely didn't realize that I was. So it's not just me it doesn't work for. Oh my gravy. The flip side is on in 5 minutes. Yeah, so we're coming back in just a couple of minutes, and we're only going to make it a quick like a 5-minute hangout. You guys buckle up, stay tuned. I'm going to put something together and throw up a thumbnail and just hit the refresh on the page. And we're coming back, and then we're going to roll right into the flip side after we do this. Don't go anywhere. Hit that refresh button. Peace out. Pinkies out. Catch you all in about 30 seconds. Remember, the most fantastic part is all of you. Each and every one of you. Stay original. Take care of each other. Oh my God, I done goofed. Oh no.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.